Patrick Mahomes is being disrespected coming into the 2025 season, and frankly, I'm tired of it. While I understand Mahomes' numbers the last 2 seasons haven't particularly been stellar, he had his lowest career yards last year, tied for the lowest touchdowns. He has a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio in the last 2 seasons. I think it's important not to ignore the context when you look at those numbers. Patrick Mahomes didn't have his wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2 for the majority of the season. In fact, they were gone before his bye week. Outside of Worthy, they were left with Juju Smith-Schuster, a reclamation project in DeAndre Hopkins that they tried to make a trade for that didn't really work. Now, I know those other quarterbacks don't have stellar weapons either, but it's a lot to take what you're banking on and then all of a sudden completely erase it 4 games into the season and try to figure out something else. That's not even mentioning the revolving door they had at left tackle, starting Kingsley Suamataia, going to Wanya Morris, eventually moving their left guard and Joe Thuney out there to try to fix the left tackle situation. Patrick Mahomes had no time, constantly rushed, and that also kind of changed the scope of how they wanted to call their offense, how they wanted to run plays. Just look at what they did this offseason. They addressed left tackle, they drafted Josh Simmons, they signed Jalen Moore to have a contingency plan. Rashee Rice looks to be fully healthy coming into minicamp. Xavier Worthy has that phenomenal end of the year under his belt. Hollywood Brown looks to be healthy as well coming into camp. Everything is looking and pointing in a direction to where Patrick Mahomes can have a pretty explosive year in 2025. People want to make a new king. They want to crown a new king. Patrick Mahomes is still clearly the best quarterback in the National Football League. The worst finish the Chiefs have had in Patrick Mahomes' career is an overtime loss in the AFC Championship game. Let that sink in. Patrick Mahomes just doesn't lose in the division round. He doesn't lose before the championship round. And I think that's what separates Patrick Mahomes from all of these other quarterbacks. So let's not try to crown the next thing. Let's enjoy what we have while we have it.